Hi and welcome to another training video. This is yet another one in answer to Mike from ExcelIsFun and also to Dr. Steele, and this is regarding the issue of conditional formatting in 2016. You'll see that I've got Excel 2016 open here. Tell me what you want to do. And the issue Dr. Steele was having was wanting to use icon sets under conditional formatting. So the icon sets he wanted to use were these ones here. But to set the second two instances, so the exclamation mark and the cross, to show no icon, so that you just get the tick if you have a condition met, but nothing else if you don't. Every time he tried to do it, this caused his machine to crash, as did Mike's. I don't believe their machines actually crashed. I think they just got stuck in a loop, and had they waited long enough, it would have come out of the loop. Now let me demonstrate this. First of all, I'm going to say that the cell here equals the cell to the left, and I've done that for the entire range here. So I've got a new column with the same values as those number columns, and the reason is because I'm going to apply the icon set conditional formatting to this column and then just show the icon in this column. Now the way I do that is I come down here to new rule, and the trick here is to select all the settings that you want before you change either of these two, which are the second two, to no icon. And the reason is, as soon as you change them, it's not just to do the no icon, it's when you change these to any other icon, for some reason the selection from that drop down menu is causing the program to get stuck in a loop, and it seems to be checking every cell in the entire workbook, or worksheet rather. And the reason I say that is due to the length of time that it's actually doing it. It seems to be a loop which is running down through 1,400,000 rows. Okay, so we're going to make all the changes that we want before we change any of these. So we're going to go through here, we can make these all numbers. We want it to be greater than 0. Okay, so we're set now, we've got all the changes we want. And you'll see here this is greater than 0, so I don't want the less than 0 either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this here, and just before I actually select it, I'm going to start. I've got a little timer, and so you can see how long it takes. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to select no cell icon and start the timer. And it looks like it's actually crashed out in Excel. It says not responding, comes up with all the usual stuff. It's stuck in a loop. That's an obvious sign that it's stuck in a loop. It hasn't crashed out. It normally takes about 1 minute 45, might be a bit longer because I'm running some recording software. So like I said, it normally takes about 1 minute 45. If you wait, then you'll get there eventually. The reason I left these to last is because changing these icons here appears to be the trigger for getting it stuck in a loop. And once you've got one of these icons different to normal, and you'll notice that this style, or the format style here, goes to custom once it's got a change from the normal one. Every single action that I do tends to take this same length of time, so the 1 minute 45 or the 2 minutes. So it may not be to do with the drop down menus here. It may be to do with if the format style is custom, then it's actually throwing the error. Let's leave this one for another 30 or so seconds, and we'll see that it goes into the no icon coming up in here. This is quite common when you do get this not responding box coming up here. It's quite common to think that your machine has crashed. What you should also be aware of is that sometimes it means you're not responding to the machine. So always have a look down here and see if you have, at the bottom of your screen, have a look and see if you have any flashing icons down there. If so, there's a dialog box, a pop-up, that has asked you a question, and it's you that's not responded to the machine. So when it comes up not responding, just bear in mind that it might be you that's not responding. So there we are, it's now changed it to no cell icon. It took just under 2 minutes, and it's going to take about the same length of time if I change this one. Clearly, in the interest of running the video, I'm not going to change that one. This one is showing when it is less than 0, it's going to show the X, but I'll just prove that this is working with the no icon. If I click OK, you'll see that the below zeros are coming up with the X. Now if I take that one and make it actually 0, you'll see that the icon disappears. So the no icon is working. It does just take time for it to work. And the great thing about this is if you are prepared to wait that couple of minutes, what you can also do is you can take that formatting and you can paste it across somewhere else. So I've got some dates in here, and I'm going to take that, I'm going to use the format painter, and I'm simply going to paint it down over there, and all the ones that did have dates in them now have the check mark. And that was in response to actually the problem that David Steele, or Dr. Steele, was answering himself. And it is possible, slightly more difficult than we had before. Okay, that's all I've got. I hope it's been useful, and once more, thank you for listening.